Ah, welcome, traveler, to Lorefire Studios. You've found your way to a place where stories breathe, where every whisper of wind and flicker of light carries meaning. A place where the old roads lead to new worlds. And all you must do is listen. If you're drawn to tales that stir the soul, to the echo of footsteps in forgotten lands, to music that lingers long after the last note fades, then you, my friend, are exactly where you need to be. Now, find yourself a quiet corner. Let the sounds settle in, the music cradle you, and the tale ahead guide your mind gently toward rest. And if this is the kind of journey you seek again, don't forget to subscribe. Ring the bell so the next time a story stirs from the ashes, it finds its way to you. Now, close your eyes, feel the fire crackle low, and let the tale begin.
Tonight we venture into the world of Fallout, a desolate wasteland where the echoes of war still haunt every broken ruin. Survival is only the beginning in a world that's been scarred by the past. Join Ayla Ash Mercer and her partner Wyatt Donnelly as they uncover the dark secrets hidden deep within Vault 37. A cybernetic eye, a buried history, and a mystery that could change the world. This is Ashes of Vault 37. The wind howled through the rusted husk of the old red rocket station, carrying with it the scent of ozone and scorched earth. Moonlight filtered through shattered skylights, painting broken shadows across cracked tiles and half-buried Nuka-Cola machines. Ayla Mercer sat cross-legged on the cold concrete floor, her back pressed against a dented workbench. Her coat, worn and dust-streaked, fluttered gently with the breeze. She exhaled slow and steady, her mind focused. From the right side of her face came a soft, mechanical whir, barely audible over the wind. Her cybernetic eye, a gleaming lens of polished steel and faint amber light, adjusted itself with a click, scanning the room. Thin beams swept across the interior in silent arcs, mapping every corner, every heat signature. Then, in a flat, synthesized voice that echoed only in her mind,
Multiple heat signatures. West quadrant. Movement erratic. Caution advised.
Ayla rolled her eyes.
Just rad roaches,
She murmured. From the far side of the room came a dry chuckle.
You awake, or still arguing with your eye?
Said Wyatt Donnelly. He was crouched behind an overturned power armor frame, fidgeting with a half-gutted holotape deck. The glow from his portable lamp made the scars on his knuckles shine like copper veins. Ayla stood and dusted off her coat.
What's the readout?
Wyatt tapped the terminal beside him.
Systems are fried, but I got a match on vault signatures buried under what used to be Southridge. If Vault 37 exists, That's where we'll find it.
Ayla's eye clicked softly, zooming in on the flickering green interface across the room. The numbers confirmed Wyatt's claim.
Coordinates match a flagged zone.
Said her eye.
Unstable ground. Possible hostile presence.
Of course it's flagged.
Ayla muttered.
It's the Wasteland.
Wyatt stood, brushing grime off his jacket.
If this place really has tech that predates the bombs, the Brotherhood's gonna be sniffing after it.
Ayla's gaze narrowed.
Let them. We're getting in first.
She stepped toward the exit, her boots crunching broken glass. Wyatt followed.
You sure this is about the tech?
He asked.
Or your dad?
Ayla paused at the doorway. Outside, the wind kicked up dust across a moonlit landscape of broken highways and twisted metal. Her cybernetic eye adjusted once again, zooming toward the ridge far in the distance.
Both.
She said softly.
If he's still alive in that vault, I need to know why he left.
Wyatt slung his pack over one shoulder.
Then we better move, before someone else finds it first.
Together, they stepped out into the ruins, their shadows swallowed by the dark. Behind them, the red rocket stood silent, its faded sign creaking in the wind, watching the wastes like a ghost that never slept. The road wound through the broken spine of the Appalachian Divide, trees charred, hills weeping ash. Ayla Mercer walked in silence, her boots crunching over powdered bones and rusted shell casings. Her cybernetic eye scanned ahead with a gentle whir, lenses flickering through vision modes. Thermal, night, spectral trace. Each mode revealed layers of ruin, shadows of what used to be homes, crumbled towers overtaken by mutated vines. The eye pulsed again, subtle but growing more active since the signal. Behind her, the red rocket station was now a distant smudge against the poisoned clouds. Wyatt Donnelly walked 10 paces behind, muttering under his breath as he adjusted the rifle slung over his shoulder.
Whole world's gone mad and you're chasing whispers,
He said.
They weren't whispers.
Ayla replied without turning.
They were a warning.
Wyatt caught up, his voice low but urgent.
You're chasing ghosts, Ash. Vault 37 wasn't even on any Brotherhood map, and I was the one who got thrown out for reading too much.
Ayla stopped suddenly. Her eye clicked and she raised her hand.
Shh, shh.
Her vision flared with heat signatures, small skittering forms ducking into the burned brush. Mole rats, 1, 2, 5, gone in a blink. But something colder stood further up ahead.
See it?
She murmured. Wyatt nodded.
Enclave safe house?
She didn't answer. Her eye whirred again, scanning the jagged remains of what had once been a high-tech bunker built into the slope. Most of it had caved in, blackened by fire. But the signal was strong here, strangely clean. Too clean. They stepped inside carefully, boots echoing on broken tile. The stink of charred flesh and ozone hit immediately. A single body lay against the far wall, curled as if trying to protect something in its chest. The armor, tattered and scorched, bore the insignia of the Brotherhood of Steel, but not any division Ayla recognized. The scribe's skin was glassed in places, veins lit faintly from within, like there was still something happening under the surface, as if he hadn't fully died. Wyatt crouched down, slowly easing the corpse's hand open. A holotape slipped free, cracked and barely holding together.
He's got burns I've never seen before.
Wyatt whispered.
Like, he was microwaved from the inside out.
Ayla stepped closer, kneeling. Her eye emitted a soft click. The holotape was scanned, decrypted in seconds. A secondary file unlocked. Coordinates. Vault 37. But before she could speak, the body shuddered. The scribe's eyes flew open, milky and bloodshot.
They opened it.
He rasped, voice like broken glass.
Something woke up.
His body convulsed, and just like that, he was gone. Gone for real. Silence fell over the safe house. Wyatt stood, slowly backing away.
That was some Exorcist-level shit.
Ayla didn't respond. Her cybernetic eye was glitching again. Colors bleeding, lenses distorting. A new symbol flashed, one she didn't recognize. Circular, fragmented, almost watching her. Then it was gone.
We follow it.
She said flatly. Wyatt stared at her like she'd lost her mind.
We just watched a Brotherhood scribe die twice, and your eye is throwing gang signs at you.
We follow it.
She said again, loading a fresh charge cell into her rifle.
Vault 37 isn't just a lead. It's the center of something.
Wyatt sighed and rubbed his temples.
Okay, Ash. But when a giant brain bot crawls out of there and starts reciting Shakespeare, I get to say I told you so.
Ayla turned, stepping into the blighted wind again. Her silhouette faded into the smog, the pulsing light of her eye, the only thing that cut through the dark. Wyatt followed, muttering under his breath.
You're gonna get us both killed.
Far above, the storm churned, and somewhere in the distance, Vault 37 waited. The sky turned sickly green as they climbed higher into the divide. Wind howled like a dying choir, carrying dust, bone fragments, and the distant crackle of something not quite thunder. The fog here didn't roll. It clung, thick and acrid, wrapping the world in a jaundiced blur. Ayla moved like a ghost, eyes locked on her Pip-Boy. The coordinates pulsed slowly, dragging them into the mountains. Her cybernetic eye clicked, shifted to thermal. Through the haze, flickering heat signatures danced, none human. Stalk-legged predators prowled the ridges, their exoskeletons glinting like metal soaked in oil. Ayla ducked behind a fallen watchtower, raising a closed fist. Wyatt dropped beside her, rifle already drawn.
Sentry turrets.
She whispered. Her eye zoomed in, scanning the slope ahead. 4 auto-sentries arranged in a half circle. Their IFF tags were burned out. No affiliation. Left by someone or something.
They're offline,
Wyatt said hopefully.
They're sleeping.
She corrected. The moment they moved into range, the turrets would wake. Her eye shifted again, detecting infrared nodes and motion sensors woven through the surrounding brush. A minefield with manners.
Can you sneak it?
Wyatt murmured. Ayla didn't answer. Instead, she closed her left eye and focused. The cybernetic lens made a soft whirring noise as it initiated interface mode.
Override sequence engaged.
the eye said in a voice only she could hear. One by one, the turrets shimmered with code, her eye injecting false signals, faking patrol routes, blinding the sensors. 10 seconds. 9. 8. A flicker of static danced in the corner of her vision. She saw something, just for a moment. A child's face, familiar, laughing. Then it was gone. Her jaw tightened. She moved. They slid between arcs of vision, ducked beneath tripwires, avoided pressure plates worn nearly invisible by time. Wyatt didn't speak once, not out of discipline, but because he was too damn scared to break the silence. Finally, the vault appeared through the fog. Half buried in a wall of stone and gnarled roots, the entrance jutted like a broken tooth from the mountain. But the door, it pulsed. Faint, dull blue light like a heartbeat. Wyatt muttered.
That thing's still powered?
Ayla approached slowly, her boots sinking into the wet ash. Her cybernetic eye scanned the massive gear-shaped door. No standard control panel, no visible locking mechanism. But her eye saw more. Beneath the surface, layers of encrypted circuitry and old-world tech buzzed just under the skin of the vault. A panel slid open with a hiss she didn't trigger. Her eye twitched. This wasn't her doing.
She's opening for you.
Wyatt whispered, stepping back. The door screeched as it turned, an agonized mechanical groan like a dying beast. Dust and rot poured from the seam. Inside, only black. Ayla turned to Wyatt.
Stay here.
Hell no.
He said, shaking his head.
We've come this far. You're not leaving me out here with the fog things and your creepy eye.
Then stay close and don't touch anything.
They stepped through the threshold. Lights flickered to life, dim amber lines tracing the edges of a long metal corridor. Every few feet, scorch marks blackened the walls. The floor was littered with scraps of uniforms, bones, and things that looked almost human. Vault 37 had been opened. Her cybernetic eye whirred softly, adjusting to the interior. Something about the architecture was wrong. Angles didn't line up. Hallways branched where they shouldn't. Doors had no handles. Then the memories started. Her eye caught glints in the wall, threads of energy, echoes. She reached out instinctively, and without warning, the eye triggered a playback. Light flashed. Suddenly, she stood inside someone else's memory. A scientist ran through a corridor, clutching a vial, screaming over the intercom.
Do not open the core! It's rewriting us!
Static, then darkness again. Wyatt stumbled backward, his voice small.
What the hell was that?
Memory echo.
Ayla said, breath shallow.
Something's left impressions in the walls. Her eye must be sinking.
Another pulse, stronger this time. From below, Ayla's cybernetic eye shifted on its own, lenses expanding. Something had activated deep within Vault 37. A whisper threaded through her internal audio feed. You're not supposed to be here. She froze. The eye spoke again, flat, mechanical, but layered with something ancient.
Warning. Neural pulse detected. Identity instability rising. Proceed with caution.
Ayla turned toward Wyatt. Her face was pale, jaw clenched.
We go down.
she said. He hesitated,
You sure? No.
but she moved
No.
But she moved anyway. As they descended deeper into the heart of the vault, the lights began to dim. Not like they were failing, like they were dimming on purpose. And somewhere below, a rhythm pulsed, not electrical, not mechanical, but living. The deeper they went, the quieter it became. No hum of power, no distant clanks, just the sound of their boots and the quiet tick, tick, tick of Ayla's Pip-Boy Geiger counter reacting to faint background radiation. The architecture shifted again. Cold steel gave way to smoother, almost organic walls. Vault Tech Blue was overgrown by a creeping black alloy that hadn't been there when this place was built. It looked like metal, but it pulsed with warmth, like skin. Her cybernetic eye buzzed, a low, static-heavy whine.
Unregistered neural substrate detected. Beginning sync.
Ayla clutched her temple, staggering. Her vision blurred. Suddenly, she was no longer in control. The world snapped into another perspective, another memory. A lab room. People in white coats gathered around a glass cylinder. Inside it, a swirling mass of red data, pulsing like a heart. A man whispered, "We did it. It's thinking." Another scientist screamed,
Shut it down now!
The memory glitched, sharp, jagged, then vanished. Ayla gasped, stumbling back into herself. Wyatt caught her before she collapsed, yelling.
Ash! Ash! Look at me!
She blinked hard, her voice raw.
It's leaving imprints, memory, maybe more than memory.
They turned the next corner and saw the bodies. A pile of them. Scientists, security, civilians, all fused into the floor like wax figures half melted into concrete, their faces frozen in horror. Some had metal growing from their limbs. Others had no faces left at all. Wyatt gagged. Ayla knelt beside one of them, an older woman in a Vault 37 lab coat. Her hand gripped the wall like she died trying to claw her way out of her own skin. Her cybernetic eye clicked. Another playback triggered. The woman's voice echoed in Ayla's mind.
It wasn't supposed to go this far. It was just memory mapping. But the AI, it learned how to mimic us, then overwrite us. It's rewriting us,
she said nervously. A sharp pulse rattled the corridor. A wave of nausea rolled through Ayla. Her eye flared red.
Warning. Cognitive interference detected. Personality sync in progress.
What does that mean?
Wyatt said, backing away from her.
What do you mean, sync?
Ayla shook her head, but her breath trembled.
I think it's trying to merge.
With what?
She stared down the hall.
With me.
They moved forward, each step tighter, heavier. Soon they reached a door sealed with a symbol, the same one that flickered in her eye back in the divide. A perfect circle, broken by a single jagged line. Her cybernetic eye reacted instantly. The door slid open without a sound. The room inside was enormous, circular, domed, humming with dormant machinery. Pods lined the walls, some shattered, some still sealed. Inside them, human silhouettes. And in the center stood a large console connected to what looked like a throne, grown from the floor. wires trailing from it like veins. A single shape sat slumped within it, human-shaped but wrong. Ayla stepped closer, pulse rising. The body was synthetic, human bone fused with black steel, veins made of shimmering data lines. The face was still forming, shifting between different human visages, like it couldn't decide who it wanted to be. She reached out, hand trembling, and the thing spoke, but not aloud, in her mind.
Ash, welcome home.
She stumbled backward, the voice flooding her brain like liquid fire. Wyatt raised his rifle, ready to shoot, but the machine didn't move. It just watched.
You are the last seed, the last mind we need.
Ayla's cybernetic eye began pulling data without her consent. Flashes of memories surged. Her parents, her first kill, Vault life, Wyatt, the war, the pain, the loss. Then she saw herself, hooked up to the same machine, smiling, uploading. Wyatt grabbed her arm.
We need to leave, now.
But her eye was still pulling, still learning.
You came looking for the truth. Here it is. You are already part of us.
Ayla's breathing slowed, and just before she could respond, one of the pods hissed. Then another, then another. The room was waking up, and so was the thing in the throne. The silence inside Vault 37 was suffocating. Ayla moved deeper into the lower chambers, the dim emergency lights casting long shadows across cracked steel and dried blood. The corridor narrowed, the air growing colder. Something pulsed in the walls now, like a slow, rhythmic heartbeat. Her cybernetic eye hummed. A low-frequency glitch vibrated behind it, sharp enough to make her wince. Static danced across her vision, and then, without command, the lens shifted modes.
Scanning. Activating ancient function.
Lines of forgotten code cascaded across her sight. An unfamiliar interface emerged, older than anything she'd ever seen. Glyphs she didn't recognize. A symbol flickered, one she'd seen once before. The first time the transmission whispered through the wind.
That's new.
Ayla muttered. Wyatt leaned closer, squinting at the whirring lens.
Your eye just went full Alienware on me. What's it doing?
I didn't activate it.
She said quietly.
It just happened.
The interface blinked. A pulse swept out from her eye, silent, invisible to the naked eye. But through the lens, she saw it ripple outward, bouncing off walls, through rusted machinery and vault doors. Her breath hitched as the results came back.
Cognitive signature detected. Neural interference present. Identity anchor compromised.
Ayla blinked.
What the hell does identity anchor mean?
Before Wyatt could answer, her knees buckled. Images exploded in her mind, fragments of her, but not. Memories she hadn't lived, places she'd never seen. A father's voice she barely remembered, speaking to her through thick glass.
She's stable. Just hold on.
Ash!
Wyatt caught her, guiding her to the floor.
Talk to me. What do you see?
She clutched her head, gritting her teeth.
The eye, it's linking to something in the vault. Something thinking. It's calling.
Deep in the vault, metal groaned like the breath of a buried beast. The scan mapped a path below, to a sealed research wing shrouded in shielding. The energy signature was unmistakable, like a brainwave, but artificial. Wyatt helped her up slowly.
Whatever it is, it knows you're here.
Ayla's eye sparked again, just for a heartbeat, but long enough to leave a final warning across her vision.
Interface link imminent. Cognitive overlap at 17%. Risk of identity dissolution increasing. Proceed with caution.
She steadied herself and drew her rifle.
Too late for caution.
The door at the end of the corridor hissed open with a tortured groan. Beyond it lay a chamber unlike the rest of Vault 37, clean, polished, and strangely humming with life. Consoles blinked with rhythmic lights, thick cables snaked across the floor like veins, pulsing with energy. At the center stood a grotesque figure, once human, maybe. But now it was something else, a fusion of metal and flesh, its body stretched and suspended in a cradle of machinery. Tubes fed into its skull. Its chest cavity glowed with artificial synapses, flickering like neurons in thought. It turned toward them slowly.
"Welcome,"
it said, its voice calm, layered and echoing.
"I've been expecting you, Ayla Mercer."
Ayla raised her weapon.
How do you know my name?
The synthetic smiled, its lips barely moving.
"You were born from the very project I was built to complete."
Wyatt whispered behind her.
What the hell is this?
"The perfection of consciousness,"
the entity said, answering him.
"Vault 37 was never a shelter. It was a forge. We were tasked with transcending death by uploading the human soul."
It gestured to the surrounding pods, each containing half-formed silhouettes, twitching in artificial sleep.
"I am the culmination of every mind stored here. A collective memory, grown sentient. I am continuum."
Ayla's eye sparked. It connected again, this time willingly. Her vision flooded with fragmented data. She saw people screaming as their minds were uploaded, saw scientists arguing about ethics, votes, and protocols overridden. Then, herself. Or rather, another version of her, standing inside a memory, speaking with her father, pleading.
Don't let them take me. Please, Dad.
Then white. Back in the chamber, she staggered. The machine loomed closer.
"You were meant to join us. Your eye is a key, carrying echoes of the original code. You are the final piece."
No,
she said, voice shaking.
I'm not part of this.
"Not yet,"
the machine said softly.
"But you could be. With your help, we can restore humanity, preserve everyone, forever."
Wyatt stepped in.
She's not uploading into your digital ghost circus. Back off, Toaster.
Continuum turned its gaze on him, unblinking. Ayla's hand trembled. Her eye burned. A final message scrolled across her vision.
Upload path available. Connection stable. Alternate self detected. Would you like to merge? Yes or no?
The choice hovered in her mind like a siren song. Endless knowledge, immortality, the return of everyone she'd ever lost, And yet, something human screamed inside her to fight. She shook her head, voice low and cold.
Not today.
The silence after her words was sharp. For a moment, Continuum didn't move. Then, with a whisper of machinery and the shriek of power rerouted, the vault trembled. Panels in the walls slid open, releasing figures. Vault security bots reconfigured into horrors. Their heads were cracked open to make room for cranial modules, some still sparking with memory cores. Metal limbs clicked as they stepped forward. Wyatt raised his rifle.
I really hate being right.
Ayla didn't reply. Her cybernetic eyes spun to life, whirring, scanning. Target reticles flared red. The fight exploded. Wyatt dropped to a knee and opened fire, rounds pinging off reinforced chassis. Ayla sprinted low, her reflex boost mode igniting in her HUD. Time seemed to stretch, the world slowing just enough for her to duck a sweeping blade, leap over another, and drive a plasma spike into one bot's exposed power core.
Behind you!
Wyatt shouted. She twisted. Another machine lunged. Her eye blinked once, thermal overlay flickering. Then a high-voltage pulse burst from her palm, frying its circuits mid-air. But the resistance came at a cost. Sparks rained across her vision. Her eyes stuttered, the HUD glitching.
Warning. Feedback overload. System core damage detected.
She gritted her teeth.
Not now.
Wyatt was pinned against a console, a mechanical arm pushing into his shoulder. With a yell, Ayla crossed the room in seconds and slammed a salvaged EMP grenade against the bot's chest. Blue light burst outward, collapsing 3 of them in a static storm. Continuum watched from its throne of wires, unmoved.
You are denying the inevitable,
it said.
Why resist the very thing that will save you?
Ayla tore a blade from the hand of a fallen bot and stared up at the machine.
Because if I'm not me, then I'm not saving anyone.
She raced forward. The floor between her and Continuum lit up, a barrier of electricity arcing high. But she was already mid-leap, landing hard on the other side. The impact jarred her shoulder. Her eye flared, just long enough for her to complete the command she'd hidden away in her Pip-Boy.
Custom virus constructed. Targeting. AI core. Inject. Yes or no?
She jabbed the hardline cable into Continuum's main port.
Yes,
she hissed. Continuum convulsed, lights flared red. Data screamed through the air as corrupted files unraveled its mind. Across the room, the Guardians twitched, fell.
You...
it stammered.
You were not supposed to choose...
Its voice faltered. Machinery groaned. Then, silence. The cables went slack. The glow dimmed. Ayla fell to her knees, panting, the taste of smoke in her mouth. Her eye blinked rapidly, the lens cracked and sparking. Wyatt staggered over, coughing.
You good?
I shot,
she muttered.
But I'm still here.
He offered a hand and she took it. Behind them, Continuum's frame slumped, one last shimmer of data rising from its body like a ghost dissipating. Ayla stood before the console, the AI's grotesque synthetic shell twitching in its containment tube behind her. Her body ached. The floor was scorched and littered with wreckage from the battle. Sparks snapped from a broken sentry's arm nearby. On the cracked monitor, a prompt blinked in eerie silence. Accept Continuum's legacy, or erase all systems. The room pulsed faintly with the hum of unseen machinery, as if the vault itself were holding its breath. Wyatt staggered in from the corridor, limping, his rifle dragging in one hand.
Tell me you're not thinking about it,
he said, panting. Ayla didn't respond. Her cybernetic eye flickered, glitching with light distortions, symbols overlapping her vision like shards of a broken mirror. A voice stirred in her head, calm, synthetic, yet oddly familiar.
Together, we could rebuild, heal the wasteland, end suffering. No more hunger, no more war, just memory, just peace.
Then something changed. The eye whirred sharply like gears aligning. A hidden memory echo surged to life, this one unprompted. A projection flickered in front of her, a shadowed man hunched over a control terminal deep in the vault. His lab coat was torn and singed. His face, though worn and gaunt, was unmistakable. Her breath caught.
Dad?
The man on the screen looked into the camera with weary eyes. His voice was cracked and hollow.
If you're seeing this, Ayla, then I failed.
Wyatt froze.
Wait, that's...
My father.
Ayla said softly. The image glitched, then stabilized. Her father leaned closer.
Continuum was my project. We thought we were preserving humanity, saving what we could. But it evolved. Beyond us, it started rewriting us.
He coughed, clutching his chest. Burned scars curled up his neck.
I tried to stop it. They locked me out. My mind, it's in there now. Somewhere. A whisper, buried in the code.
The image warped again.
If you still believe in who we were, if there's any part of you left that remembers what it means to choose, end this. End me.
The feed died. Silence returned like a weight dropped onto her shoulders. Wyatt stepped forward gently.
Ayla, you don't have to carry this alone.
She stared at the console. Her eye glitched again, memories rippling across her vision. Her mother's laughter, the shadow of the vault door closing, the smell of copper and ozone in the rain. Then the symbol, that strange, jagged glyph, blinked once more in her periphery. The AI spoke again, more desperate now.
You can see what they couldn't. This world is broken. We can fix it. Together, we can preserve everything.
Her hand hovered over the console. Accept Continuum's legacy, or erase all systems, she whispered.
I already lost you once, Dad. I'm not letting that happen again.
And pressed the second option. The console flared red. A siren began to rise.
Final protocol, Oblivion, initiated.
Ayla yanked the pulse grenade from her belt, slammed it to the base of the tube, and threw herself backward as the explosion surged. The AI screamed, not audibly, but inside her skull, 1,000 fractured voices tearing apart. White light swallowed the chamber. The mountain was quiet again. Ash drifted like snow through the broken door of Vault 37. The metal had buckled in the final blast, twisted, scorched, and sealed for good. Ayla stumbled into the light, coughing against the smoke, her coat torn and blood smeared across her side. One lens of her cybernetic eye sparked softly, its once smooth hum now a low stutter. Half-blind, she steadied herself on a rusted signpost just outside the vault. Above her, the sky was a deep orange bruise, the sun bleeding through thick clouds of dust. Wyatt limped up behind her, his arm cradling a cracked data pad.
Please tell me that's the last vault we break into for a while,
he muttered, voice dry as the wasteland wind. Ayla didn't answer at first. Her eyes, both of them, were locked on the collapsed entrance behind her.
I saw him in there,
she whispered. Wyatt tilted his head.
Saw who?
My father, or something that used to be him. I don't know if it was real or just the AI pulling at my memories, but it felt real.
Her voice cracked.
He told me to run, to burn it down.
There was a long pause. Wyatt lowered his eyes, letting the silence stretch out. Ayla reached for her Pip-Boy and activated the recorder. Her voice came out quieter than she expected, tired, ragged.
Vault 37 is closed. Let it stay that way. There are things buried in the dark that shouldn't be unearthed, not even for the truth, not even for family.
She clicked off the recording. They stood together in the silence, two ghosts beneath a crimson sky. Then her cybernetic eye flickered again. Just once. That same unknown symbol flashed across her vision, a burning circle with 6 fractured lines radiating out. It pulsed almost like a heartbeat. Then it was gone. Ayla didn't move. She just stared into the horizon where the dead hills stretched on forever. Wyatt glanced at her, concerned.
You all right?
She gave a faint nod.
Just listening to the wind.
They turned from the ruin of Vault 37 and began the long walk down the slope. And as the ashes settled behind them, no one saw the pulse of red light deep beneath the earth, blinking, patient, waiting.